Welcome everyone to this new series based around learning the game Warframe. Now for a long period of time I was sort of carried through Warframe. I never really learnt the game very well and not 100% on how to mod and what mods are good to use. So we decided with my friend Straight Optic Royal to start a learning series and go through the basics of the game. We have Straight Optic Royal joining us for this series. He's just been playing the game for over 7 years, has a really good understanding of how the mechanics work. He's also a Warframe content creator, and he's a good friend of the channel. So in this video, we're going to start off with modding the primary weapon. We're going to be using the Acceltra as a demonstration. This will give us the basic understanding of how to mod the Acceltra, and also which mods can be switched out to suit your playstyle. If you have any build questions at all, just drop them down in the comments below. Also, if you want to see any other weapons or frames modded in the future, let us know in the comments as well. That way we can then see where the series is going to take us. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it.
All right, so today we're going to be discussing Warframe and how to mod. So first thing you're going to do is go into your arsenal.
Whee! Yep. Sorry. Just spinning around.
You spin me
and we're like a few minutes into the video and we've already gone off track course, so it's fine.
Right.
Go on then. We're going to do the Acceltra.
We're going to do the Acceltra for easy access. I am using Hero Acceltra Elytrum, and that's what we're going to be going over in your video, so we're just matching up.
Yep, that's fine.
All right. So we're going to click upgrade, and we're going to look at stats before we touch any mods.
Okie dokie.
So we notice the type of weapon it is a primary weapon.
Yep.
The accuracy, which for the most part doesn't matter all that much because it's a mob shooter game.
Yeah.
And generally you're shooting at lots of things. If you're not shooting at lots of things, you're probably wasting ammo.
Yeah.
You'll notice the ammo maximum, which generally doesn't matter, but the Acceltra actually uses a lot of ammo. So
okay.
we might have to cover that a little bit later.
So we stick an ammo drum on then?
No, we'll get there. All right. Then we look at ammo pickup, blah, blah. That doesn't matter. Fire rate is important for this weapon because it's 12, which means it shoots pretty fast.
Yeah.
Magazine is 48. That means how long you have to reload. Alarming only matters if you're in a spy. So nobody cares about that because if they're dead, they don't see you.
Also, who does spy missions?
I know, right? So then we look at the trigger. Trigger is generally important if you're looking at your weapon, be like trying to figure out if you're gonna like this weapon before you go into a mission, because you'll figure this out real quick.
Okay.
It is automatic. You hold down the trigger, it goes brrr.
Yeah.
All right, now we get into the real stats.
Yeah.
Critical chance.
Yep.
Critical multiplier. And status. Those are what we look at first.
Right. Okay.
So, 6%. Generally, to get to a 100% status chance, which is kind of what most people go for as the ideal build, you want 33%.
Right, okay.
If you can get to 30 to 33%, you're not going to get 98 to 100% status chance.
Right, okay.
So 6% is terrible.
Yeah.
Don't build status. It is bad idea.
Okay, so ignore status on
this specific weapon.
Build.
Yep.
Yeah.
Critical chance though is 32.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Look up point strike. If we look up point strike, we're just going with the basic mods.
Okay, well, no. So the basic one is 25%.
Go with the full pip.
We're
gonna assume people. Yep.
150.
Yep. Click on that and drag that up.
There we go. Oh wow, yeah, straight up to 80%.
You are significantly done that. So this is where things get a little bit complicated, and we're gonna break down how damage works a little bit. We're gonna start here. Crit chance works off of tiers.
Yep.
So 0 to 100% means you have that much percent chance to go to the next tier of crit, which is yellow crit, which is, I believe, 1.2.
Yep.
My numbers could be slightly off, but generally each tier goes up to from 1.2 to, I think it's 1.4 to 1.6, and then it continues to climb for every 100% crit chance you get over 100. So
Okay.
100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So, right now, if we scroll down to the bottom of the stats, you'll notice we have 4. Yep, scroll right to the bottom. We'll go back through the other stuff in a little bit. Our total damage is 44.
Yeah.
So how the math would work, it seems, would be if a crit, it would be 1.2 times 44, which makes it 48.
48. Okay.
Which
don't ask me to do maths on the fly. I'm not.
Yeah, it's roughly about 48.
Okay.
But that's when our critical multiplier comes in.
Okay.
Because it's actually 1.2 times let me see if I can. Yeah, it's 1.2 times 2.8 times 44, which is why crit can be so powerful.
Yeah.
Because you're adding 2 multipliers for basically the essence of building for one thing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
All right. Modding in Warframe is a lot of math.
That's fine.
But once you get it down, it's generally easy numbers.
Yeah.
So right now we're doing. We're going to assume it's at 100% just for the sake of the video.
Yeah.
So it's 1.2 times 2.8 times 44. I'm going to bring up a calculator because my brain is just waking up. So 1.2 times 2.8 times 44. You're looking at 147.84 damage for adding 1 mod. That is over.
Okay.
Doubling your damage just for that.
That the total damage we're talking about at the bottom.
That's the total damage, yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Obviously, in game, the numbers will vary a little bit because you're not hitting exactly the same percentages unless you land 100% on 100% or 200%.
Yeah, I get you.
And it also is affected based off of what damage types you have. So let's go over that real quick. So, we're going to go over IPS. IPS means impact, puncture, and slash.
So at the moment, this already has 26 impact. 35.2 puncture and 8.8 slash.
Yep. And it's important to note that the impact is when you hit somebody with it. The Acceltra has an explosive with it.
Right.
That's where the puncture and slash hit.
Right. Okay. I get you.
And that also is affected by your crit chance. So you're actually double numbering.
Yeah.
With that, which is kind of nice. So, impact will not, if you hit it for its status effect, which we probably won't, will knock somebody back.
Yeah.
That's all it does.
Okay.
Puncture. Puncture, I'm trying to remember because they changed that about a year ago. Puncture will, I think, lower their resistance.
Do you want me to read what it says?
Yeah, actually, it does say it. Go for it.
Highly effective against Grineer armor. Moderately effective against Grineer alloy armor. Infested sinew and corpus robotics. Puncture status effect temporarily reduces the target's damage output by up to 90% and increases critical chance of damage taken by critical chance of damage taken by up to 25% with multiple stacks.
Okay, they did change that. Cool.
I butchered it a bit, but we got there.
It happens. And slash, go ahead and read that for me real quick.
Highly effective against infested flesh. Moderately, I can't say moderately today. Moderately effective against Grineer flesh, corpus flesh, and fossilized infested. Slash status effect temporarily ignores the target's armor and causes them to bleed over time for extra damage.
All right. So generally, most people do not build status weapons for IPS
Mm-hmm.
for the simple fact that they're kind of weak other than Slash.
Yeah.
And Slash has even fallen off a little bit. But
Okay.
it's good to know these things
Mm-hmm.
because they're, if you notice, it says highly effective against.
Yeah.
Well, there are different elements and statuses that work really well against certain enemy types.
Mm-hmm.
If you're struggling, it is always good to be like, okay, can I switch out my status effects to make it more effective against this enemy because it's a hobo?
Yeah.
So that's important to keep in mind,
Mm-hmm.
just as the back of your head.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, let's go back to modding a little bit and see what we can do to numbers, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and clear. Oh, you already cleared the search bar. Cool.
Yep.
So, interesting thing about the search bar, you can actually search not just single mods, but you can also search for key terms like critical chance. Let's go ahead and search that. Let's see what you got.
Critical. Oh.
Just go critical.
Critical CH.
Okay, let me match up then.
Obviously, we've already got the point strike on there.
All right. So this is all. Well, you'll see it when you go to do post editing, but on mine, I have critical delay.
Right. Okay.
I have proton jet. I have argon scope, galvanized scope, which is a later mod that you can get via steel path and things like that.
Yep.
Obviously, I have more than one point strike as well. But these are different mods you can do.
Yeah.
You currently do not have a ton of mods.
No, I haven't got a huge. Well, I have, but just not a lot of later game ones, shall we say?
Yep. That is absolutely fine. This is something that you can work on building towards them.
Yep.
So we already have that.
Yep.
Then let's do critical damage. If I
critical, there we go. I've just done critical, so we can find the ones. So we've got vital sense. I've got that fully ranked up.
All right. Let's start with that. I am currently either spelling critical wrong or critical. There we go. So, do you have vigilante fervor?
Yep.
Why did that one pop up on yours and not on mine? Vigilante fervor, although is not a critical damage mod, it would work really well with the Acceltra because you're trying to increase your damage per second, so you want more bullets per second. So why don't we go ahead and throw that?
Throw that one on. Do you want me to upgrade it?
Yes, I'll go ahead and show them and explain how to upgrade it.
So, I've got to explain something. So just highlight the mod, and I'm on Xbox, so press X. What's it on PC?
It's
just click it, isn't it?
Yeah. Just click it, yeah.
Highlight the mod again, head over to Fusion, and then add how many pips you can or want to put on. We can go all the way, and then just press X to apply Fusion, sorry, and then yes. And that will apply it, and that's now fully leveled up, and then just back to your mod screen.
And as a warning for any new players out there, if you upgrade it too high, it will say, this no longer fits on XYZ slot of XYZ weapon.
Yeah, so
meaning you can bump it off of weapons and slots. So be cautious of that.
What I will say now is, if we have a look, I have upgraded the Acceltra already with an Orokin Catalyst, which is allowing us to be able to put on more mods.
And for new players, people might ask you, did you add a potato to it? It's meaning one of those into your weapon.
It's a potato. Simple as that.
All right. So for me, I'm actually going to add a mod that you don't have, just to show you how crazy this can be. I am going to add a hammer shot.
Yep.
Hammer shot is a mod that does 60% critical damage and 80% status chance. Now, I know we said we weren't doing a lot with status, but it is really nice to have that extra critical damage in bringing you up to shots, 1 out of 10 hitting a status effect with something that's fast rating.
Yep.
Fast fire rating is actually a decent place to be in personal modding style.
Yep.
Everybody has their own play style, mod how you want, but that's my basic gist of it. Let me get Vigilante up there for us. I know I have one.
So with the Vigilante further, it says 45% fire rate for 45% fire rate. That's ×2 for bows. So if you were to put that on a bow, you would get 90% fire rate on the bow.
That is correct. Yeah. That affects your draw time.
Yeah.
That's why they do that.
Okay, fair enough.
So things like the Daiaku, which is a longbow, takes forever to draw back, but it also only lets you release if you're fully drawn. So it's super handy in cases like that.
So it speeds up your draw time so you can fire more quicker, sooner.
Yes.
Cool.
All right. So if you look at Vigilante Fervor, it also has flavored, what seems to be flavored text in the bottom, but is not. It is part of what we call a set mod. Set mods mean there are different types of mods that prefix that Vigilante, or Vigilante, whatever way you prefer to pronounce it.
Yep.
Is the set name. It has 5% chance to enhance critical hits from primary weapons. Yep. What that means is you can now have a chance to bump it up to the next tier, which means you get a random buff of, instead of 1.2, you go to 1.4.
Right.
And so on and such. All right. Now we're going, because I believe we have most of your critical chance mods currently attached.
Yeah, that's probably about all the critical ones that I have.
Which is a fine place to start with.
Yeah.
We're actually going to go into a stat that everybody uses, but nobody realizes quite how powerful it is. Type in multi for me.
Cool. I can spell it.
All right. So, Multishot.
Yep.
Oh, let's go over that real quick. Multishot is free damage. That is basically all it is. It will allow you to double your weapons output just by simply adding it, or more. If you look at split chamber, you have a 90% multi-shot.
Yep.
Before we go any further, we're still at 44% total damage if you look at the bottom of your stats.
Yep.
Do me a favor, add split chamber.
Wow. 83.6. Yeah.
And remember that 83% does not include our critical chance. No. You are currently sitting at 6.2 with an 80% crit chance. I'm sitting at a 7.8. So similar.
Yeah.
And that's going to now multiply that. So instead of doing our 147.84, we're actually doing 1.2 times 6. You're 6.2, correct? Yes, you are.
Yep.
Times 83.6. You're now up to 621.98.
Nice.
That's per bullet, and now you're.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different. No, because you're doing. You have a chance to crit on each weapon, so you're going to get a little bit more variation in your damage again. It's not going to be everyone's doing 600. It's going to be that's what your damage per second is outputting.
Yeah.
So numbers don't quite reflect perfectly with Multishot. Now, let's look at Vigilante armaments real quick. It's right down below. It's in multi.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that.
Yep.
That's another 60% multi-shot.
Now look down at your numbers again.
Let's put that on.
Yep.
Also, I have it so it matches, so that's going to use less slots. And we scroll down. Now 110.
You are doing significantly more damage now.
Yeah.
Because if you look up, you can actually see what your multi-shot is up on your
2.5.
thing. That is 2.5 bullets per shot. How do you get a half a bullet? You have a chance of a third. That's just, it's a percentage. 50% chance of getting a third shot every time you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It acts a little bit differently on shotguns. Shotguns are a weird, separate kind of modding thing. We can go over that if you'd like at some point.
Yeah.
Probably not in this video.
No, that's fine. We're not doing any shotguns in this one anyways.
So, and just as a disclaimer, primaries and secondaries, for the most part, are all modded very similarly. They'll use slightly different mods because secondaries have their own mods.
Yeah.
Primaries have their own, and there's also different mods for shotguns, rifles, and things like that.
I believe I have shotgun versions of Multishot, which...
Exactly.
Shotgun versions of something. I can't remember exactly what it was. I don't really use shotguns, so...
So, now, we have 110%, 110 total damage.
Yep.
Well, that's really nice, but have you noticed what we have not added at all to this weapon yet?
Any status stuff?
No, what we haven't added is any damage mods. These are all just affecting how the button weapons.
Yes, because it's all critical or multi-shot at the moment, isn't it? Yeah.
And you've already significantly upped your damage.
Yeah.
So let's type in the word damage in there. DAM. Just go with that.
I know how to spell. I'm going to say put the whole word in now just because you said that.
I will do that one. It'll bring up the same thing.
Yeah, so we got Serration.
Let me find mine because I have 1,500 mods in this song when I looked at. All right, there we go. Serration. Do you have a full pip one or do you have a different? All right,
it is fully pipped. Throw that on that. No, I can't. I've run out of space.
You have run out of space. Okay.
Yes.
So this is where I have added formas to mine. If you want to, I can actually show that off real quick. So if you go to actions at that point, that is the polarization.
Yep. So that one there. I can former it. I don't mind.
Go ahead and format then. We'll show
what should we go for?
There. I would go with the Serration slot. So a Y polarity.
So that one there.
Yep.
There we go. And then we'll... That
has
been done.
That will unmod your weapon and...
Yep.
So when you...
Serration. No, I can't.
No, because you have ranked it to 0.
Yeah,
which means you have to level it up again. All right. So, real quickly, just so you're in C.
Yeah, no, my bad.
Okay.
Don't worry, I was looking for something. There we go. I can fit the mods back on that we had.
Okay, cool. So, for the sake of purpose of this one,
we'll switch over to your screen now.
We'll switch over to that. So Serration is now brings our weapon damage total to 291.5.
Yep.
So let's see what our damage output is. 1.2 times. If this was Creeper's build, well, we're looking at 2,168.76 damage per second.
Nice.
Now, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Especially seeing as the fact that you're looking at the fact that this is an aerial weapon. So it affects an area of space, relatively small, but still does do that. So if you get a group of enemies together, you're just melting them.
Yeah.
So, now, there's a couple of different ways to look at this. If we go over to my A configuration, and just so everybody's aware, there's a A, B, and C config for you guys to mess around, figure out what you want. All formulas apply to all the slots, so you can't form them differently, unfortunately.
But, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yep. So, I have Serration, Split Chambers, Galvanized Aptitude, because I know I said we don't want to build stats for this one's a little bit of off the wall build because I give 10% damage and it doesn't do a ton of late game damage. the aptitude actually allows you to work as 50%, 40% direct damage per status type, affecting all of them. So impact, puncture, and slash means I'm getting an extra 120% damage as I'm hitting them.
Yeah,
that's why I did that. A lot of people disagree with that one. That's fine. I have actually, our builds are fairly similar. Instead of going with an extra multi-shot, I decided to go instead with a critical damage bump, which with bladed rounds on kill 100% critical damage when aiming for 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Because there's some mods that let you do some weird things. If you do something, you get something.
Yeah.
Some people like those, some people don't. But the mod I wanted to look at, and the one that I'm going to probably suggest you throw on if you have it, I'll see if you have Hunter. For me real quick. You do not.
No, I do. Hunter munitions?
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
I can't fit it on, but yeah, I have it.
No, that's fine. That's going to be your last mod that you're going to add into this when you're done with it. Yeah. Because it will not reflect stats inside of the game. But what it does... Sorry. I have to rearrange things a little bit. There we go. So what this does is in Hunter munitions, it gives you a 30% chance to apply a slash proc on critical.
Yeah.
And if you build for companions, it also bumps that. That's kind of cool. It's not why we're doing this.
Yeah.
We're turning it into slash, so you're increasing your damage per second because you have roughly... we're gonna again pretend it's 100% for this sake of video, but you can do the math yourself if you're actually curious. You're doing every about 3 shots. You're doing about, actually probably bring it down to about 4 shots. Every 4 shots, we'll say, you're doing an extra slash proc, which is the total number of damage that you hit for. Yeah. So if you hit for like 1,000 to 1,000 damage for a second. Yeah. For a chance. Slash procs. We'll read over that again. Slash check typically ignores the arm because I'm depleted of extra time. I believe slash does a third of your damage of your total from that hit.
Okay.
And it stacks and refreshes. It stacks up to. I think it's 5 times. Okay. I might be mixing that up with viral. So it stacks, it just continues for a total of 9 seconds, and you can refresh it every time you hit them with them over the max cap of slash stacks. So basically all we're doing is making this a consistently melting thing. Now, in Warframe, if they're not instantly dead, they're killing you, right?
Yeah, yeah. Or trying to.
Or trying to, yes. Now, the interesting thing about Warframe is if you hit them with bullets, they get staggered for a split second. What makes the Acceltra so much fun and so useful is that fire rate is at 17.4 now.
Yep.
So they are constantly being staggered by everything that's being hitting them, and they're basically being stun locked. So as long as you have ammo, you can do something.
Yeah.
So this is where it becomes a little bit tricky. So do you see that mod that is... Oh, actually, you have it unlocked on yours. I do not have mine.
Oh, that's what I was just looking at what you were going through it a minute ago. Oh, I come out of it by accident. There we go. Yes, the excellence.
So this is used for non-damage affecting mods.
Yep.
Which means you can't add damage, you can't add status, you can't add critical. Why do I want this here then? Well, it adds versatility to your weapon. We're going to open that up for this, and we are going to look and see what we have for Excellus.
So for me, I've got lots of ammo drums, because why not? Agile aim, so an extra 20% movement speed whilst aiming, which is always handy, but I don't know where we're going with this one, so I'll leave this one over to you.
All right. So what we have here is a deficit in our ammo efficiency. Because we are going to be shooting lots and really fast. We have basically almost added 50% to our bullet usage per second, which is a lot for something that only has, 48 and on a clip.
Yep.
So,
yeah, 48 round magazine.
Personally, you can use the either primed up rifle ammo munition or rifle ammo munition if you have either one of those.
I have rifle ammo musician, yeah. Musician?
Mutation. Sorry, mutation. I said that wrong too.
Yeah, I have
cheers
that.
to coffee this morning.
Right. But it's not the right type.
You would have to inform it, and in fact, I look like I have to form a mine to fit what I'm going to suggest.
So former it again and change that to match that one.
Yes, but you have to fully level this first.
Yes, I know. I can't do it again. Yeah.
But I would suggest using vigilante supplies. And here's why.
I don't have that one.
Do you not? Okay.
No.
Well, let's look at mine screen then real quick. Vigilante supplies convert secondary ammo pickups to 30% of ammo pickup.
Yep. Bless you.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It also then brings our vigilante from 10% up to the 3rd tier, which we're going to ignore the damage for real quick and just bring that up. It now puts us a 15% chance to increase it. So we get a little bit more DPS out of it by chance.
Yeah.
But it's not true DPS, so they let us put it there. I don't know why they let us put it there. But they do. Don't argue with Warframe. Oh, because they'll take away it. So that would be my suggestion for a build for you, is using these mods plus vigilante supplies or ammo mutation of some sort.
Cool.
And let's go in to a game and show them what that does real quick, shall we?
So I was literally about to say, shall we run this now and see how we're running as it is? And then, so you must remember to use my primary and not my melee. We're here to show the primary of.
Hack the system.
Hack it. Hack it. Hack it good. There we go. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Holy.
Notice the damage difference from your
massively. Yeah, the numbers are nice.
And this is why modding is so important, because we should have shown what your build did beforehand.
Yes, we didn't think of that, but we can do that for the next one. Oh, I am out of ammo though. So yes, it rinsed ammo big time. Yeah, so I need to just switch to hack and slash for a second, just to get some more ammo out, get some more ammo sorted. There we go. And we got 80 ammo.
That is the problem with the Acceltra in general, is it just wrenches ammo. Some people...
Wow. Yeah, I can see the slash damage doing its thing as well, although we haven't actually increased it.
Exactly. The slash damage is just really nice on the Acceltra.
Yeah. The bleed afterwards is...
There was a reason why hack and slash really became a thing in Warframe, is because they literally meant slash procs. If you didn't use a weapon with a slash proc for the longest time in this game, you weren't playing the game right.
Yeah.
They have since mitigated that a little bit and allowed us to understand it. That other weapon types have different things.
So yeah, so basically getting those ammo mods on that you suggested, what were they again?
Ammo mutation or vigilante, or the anything with ammo mutation under it.
Yeah.
Cool. I forgot I don't have mods on this frame.
Oh, do you need help? Sorry, mate. I have a few mods on this stream, so I should stay alive long enough to pick you up. Yep, there we go. Just do that to everyone as well, so we can just... look at those numbers. Those numbers are awesome.
So, the damage, the ammo economy is the biggest flaw for the Acceltra.
Yeah.
As you can see. Now, the thing that's nice about that is if you run a companion with you, it will do all the pickups for you.
Yes.
And give you more ammo quicker, because you can actually mod it for that.
Yeah. Okay, so should we go and look at the codex?
Yes, we should. So there was a mod that you said you didn't have. It was, what one was it? Was it Vigilante? One of the Vigilantes said? All right, so if we go into Universe.
Yep.
Type in mod, or click on mod, sorry.
Yep.
Now, this will give you a list of all the mods that you have and show you the ones that you do not have. I am currently scrolling through mine, and it is taking 5 hours. Oh, we finally find one. I don't have Firewall.
Primary. I'm on primary weapon ones now.
All right. So, for the sake of purposes here, if you look at the ones that you have, so hover over anything but Riven Mod.
Yep.
If you look down at bottom, it'll tell you where to get it.
Yep, I primed ones you generally get from Barrow.
Yep. So let's go to a non-prime one. Let's go to Vital Sense.
Vital Sense. There we go. The one across there. Oh wow, yeah, that's got a lot of. Oh, I've scrolled the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't know how to scroll on something like that, to be completely honest.
Neither do I.
So,
but yeah, you can see the amount of places you can get it from.
And this will tell you that. Now, scroll on to something that does not have it. Oh, that you do not have. Oh, okay. The weapon. Go with Aerial Ace. That'll work.
Okay, so just doing arbitrations, I should then unlock Aerial Ace.
Exactly.
Right, so rinse and repeat arbitrations, I will then eventually get Aerial Ace, providing my RNG is good enough to me.
And that's how you find out your mods. You can also use the Warframe wiki, which is a valid option, but there's this in-game, and most people don't use it, and I like staying in-game when I can, because tabbing is a pain.
Yeah, there is that. Oh, so which one didn't I have for it? Vigilante Supplies, you said, wasn't it? Yeah, there is. So, Nama Thumper, Thumper Bull, Thumper Dormer, Plains Commander, Tusk Thumper, Thumper Bull, Tusk Thumper Doma, and Cetus Bounties. So, in other words, I could just literally rinse Cetus Bounties.
And get it, yep.
And get that one dropped.
I wish it would specifically say that was from Cetus. Oh, some way, but it does not. But yes, that one is all from Cetus in different. Yeah. Where does it say Cetus?
Oh, Cetus Bounties. So is one of the options.
Yes, but I wish that it all said where the enemies come from.
Notice how that one they're all specifically. They're all on the plains. Those enemies, aren't they?
Yes, they are. That is specifically gotten from the plains.
Yeah.
If you look at some of these mods, you will be able.
Oracle Bolts, Cambion Drift Bounties.
Or Bell Scratchers, blah blah blah.
Oracle Bolt. Arbitress of Hexus.
There was one just before that you had. Oh, there we go. No, Speed Trigger. Go Speed Trigger.
Where's Speed Trigger? I cannot see Speed Trigger.
You rotated back. Oh
yeah.
Corner
I've got it already. Yeah.
All right. So those will give you enemy types. You will have to look at where the enemy types are, or you could just go to one of the at the end of it says series, bow, Synexia, Semini. Your enemies will drop in one of those places, and it's telling you where to get them from those. So that's a nice way to be able to farm it too. Some mods come from rotations. Rotations are every 5 minutes or every time you complete something.
Yeah.
A stage of the mission, it'll go through a rotation. Some of them are from enemy types. some of them are from bounties, which are kind of like your rotations.
So Brainstorm, I've just highlighted Brainstorm, but there's no drop sources. Does that mean it's not available at the moment?
I don't know what that one is.
It's under primary.
I would assume so. Let me Google that real quick, because that is actually intriguing, because I've never seen that before.
It's not showing a drop source, whereas the one above it, Last Impurity, is from New Loka.
That one is from Conclave.
Oh, is that a Conclave mod? Right, okay. Which is weird, because I'm not going to show Conclave mods, and I didn't think it would show it. But...
No, I wouldn't think so either.
Oh yeah, it's got. Isn't Conclave the symbol that's on next to the name?
That might be
diamond
actually.
one. Yeah, because that's Conclave. That's from Conclave. Yeah, so that might not be available anymore, but it's via Conclave anyway. Oh, there you go. You learned something today as well.
Apparently. Always more to learn in this game.
So did you see those numbers during the demonstration at the end? What a difference proper modding can do, and the understanding of the mods and how to mod a weapon can really make a massive difference. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. If it has, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Tick that notification bell as well, just so then that way you know when the next episodes go out of this series, and also when we are live and when our shorts go out as well. Also, if you're interested, Straight does stream over on Twitch every Monday, Friday, and Saturday from roughly 8:15 EST. You can find a channel link for him down in the description below. Anyway, until next time, take care. Bye-bye.